why do we teach reading? What is the target that we wish to achieve? What is reading? It is a process whereby one looks at and understands what has been written. So the key word here is understands. Understanding is not an all or nothing process. You may understand some parts of the text and may not understand others. The reader is not simply a passive object, fed with letters, words, and sentences, but is actively working on the text and is able to arrive at understanding without looking at every letter and word. The child is, or the learner is, able to grasp the overall meaning of the text even when he or she is not able to tell you the meanings of specific words or phrases. So what is the aim of teaching reading? To enable students to read without help unfamiliar, authentic texts at appropriate speed, silently, and with adequate understanding. So this is what our target is, that we have to teach them, equip them with skills so that they can read without help. They don't need any teacher or guide to read something and understand it. And it should be unfamiliar. Any text that they come across, they should be able to read it. It should be authentic. Authentic texts are texts that are not written for teaching. And they should be able to adjust their speed according to their purpose of reading. They should be able to read silently because that is the natural way of reading. Reading aloud should be also purpose-driven. And when they read unfamiliar, authentic texts without help at varied speeds, silently, they should be able to understand the text adequately. They should be able to grasp the overall meaning of the text. Now, what are the aims of reading? So they can read without help, and they can read unfamiliar texts, can read authentic texts that are not written for textbooks, can read with appropriate speed. They can vary their speed according to their purpose. They can read silently, and when they read, they understand the text adequately. So these are the aims, the key aims of teaching reading. And finally, after all this, what do we want to achieve? We want to achieve fluency. That's all for today. Jazakallah. In the next video, we will look at fluency.